It's grand finals time.
Yes.
It is been a crazy tournament to say the least. All sorts of shenanigans going down, especially in that loser's bracket. But now it's all led up to this grand finals. PGFX Wobbles versus FX's own Lunchables. Now, normally you'd be expecting Wobbles winner side. Lunchables probably get in third place.
That was the reasonable thing to expect.
But actually, winner's side, Lunchables makes this solid comeback and ends up taking the set, advancing to the grand finals on the winner's side. So now Wobbles is actually in the hot seat and have to fight back and take 2 sets off of Lunchables. Again, even though this is grand finals, because of the size of our scene, each set will only be a best of 3 rather than a best of 5.
Yes, unfortunately, the store does need to close during reasonable hours, and even this is kind of pushing it. So it will be 2 out of 3.
So let's go back to winners finals. One of the big things that Lunchables was saying in winners finals, he talked a lot about kind of calling out Wobbles whenever it came to him using one of Icy's best tools on the ground, and that is that wave dash in down smash, that burst movement option. He's able to call it out, kind of stuff it out with what did he say? Forward smashes and forward airs primarily.
Yes.
So for Wobbles, I guess a big part of that is going to be kind of mixing up when he's going to be using some options like that. And trying to adapt to some of the adaptation that we saw from Lunchables in winners. So really could go either way. Again, Wobbles bringing so much experience to the table, but the Lunchables is just these smash prodigies.
Yeah, a big thing that I'm interested to see is if Wobble, really tricky little movement from Wobbles there. Yeah, if Wobbles can bait out the F smash, it's actually really, really unsafe on block against Ice Climbers because their wave dash is so incredibly far and incredibly fast. They will definitely be able to get grabs out of shield.
That's right. And using that wave dash, you could definitely use it as a baiting tool, as well as obviously the approach tool that we saw use it a lot in winner's side. So far, getting the first stock, great start, but at the cost of Nana after going a bit too ham off stage. And this is where Lunchables has been such a menace for Wobbles. But Wobbles at time mixes up the timing a bit, able to go and make it back onto the stage. Lunchables, maybe it might be the break that he took, but not nearly as crisp.
Wobbles with the ironic fist pump. Got him. Totally intentional. Look at how good I am, guys.
Oh yeah, that's he used tricks from Evo.
The rare mind control.
Oh yeah, the Jedi mind tricks. You're gonna lose this up.
You will fall off stage.
I am going to fall off stage. We're literally doing the hand side thing. Well, maybe the mind tricks might be working. Lunchables actually does lose another stock there. Despite showing so much promise in winners finals. I don't know if Wobbles might have done his homework and maybe solved the enigma that is Lunchables grants.
Yeah, definitely. He's turning it back up. Huge lead here. 3 stocks to 1. Okay, you do the side B, I think, because he's been getting caught by a lot of F smashes there in that situation where Lunchables has him on the ledge and just using the F smash to cut through the ledge dash and all those options that he could have.
Wow, just what slippery movement that we're seeing from Wobbles all around that platform as well. This is where Lunchables needs to capitalize big, and the up tilt is what we saw him do in winners finals. Great to see him make the return to grants.
Yeah, definitely one of Marth's best kill options whenever he does have the opponents at the proper percent. Since it's very, very safe is the nice thing about it. Marth doesn't really have too much safe kill power outside of like edge guarding off stage or like punishing really, really bad choices that your opponent make. But that up tilt comes out so fast, hits all around him, and kills pretty solidly.
Goes off stage, rough spot, and that's going to be game 1. I really do feel a lot of it was just some of those mistakes that were made on the ledge by Lunchables. Both when it came to offense and when it came to recovery.
Yeah.
He had one error, I think, whenever it came to recovering in, I believe, the second stock, and he had an error when it came to edge guarding, I think, on the first. Something like that.
Yeah, spacing the F smash. Wobbles like pulling up just outside of reach of it and then still managing to grab the ledge. Going to be very, very tricky.
Brilliant player. Both these players are brilliant players since the work. But with Wobbles, he's almost like the old man, right? He's the legend from far, and this is, I guess, the young kid, the young hopeful on the come
Oh. Okay, down tilt actually giving Wobbles something to lose on life.
And look what he's able to do with it. Actually change up the way the game was flowing entirely. Almost taking the stock as well. Which was the fight and actually put Wobbles in the corner here. And getting that grab as well. So sneaky. F smash. Wobbles. His DI on point, but that low ceiling contributing to that up tilt kill. Almost drawing first blood. And even though Marth has such a quick grab in comparison to a character like Sheep, that still doesn't mean you're out of the woods whenever you get one of those grabs on Nana.
Yeah.
We saw Wobbles come in and actually punish Lunchables a bit for hands on his woman.
Rough spot for Wobbles. Does manage to seek up the climbers though, and oh, that side B.
I don't know why he's going out so far, to be told. Do you think it might be because of the initial weave around the F smash and the first stock of the first game?
Possibly. I think he also may have thought that the ice climbers were going to be not
together.
Not synced together. Yeah. So if that had been the case, it would have been a lot harder for Wobbles to get any air. A lot, smaller areas he would be able to weave around. It'd be pretty easy for Marth to pin down the climbers off stage, when they're alone. But since they just met up and synced together off stage.
Well, no synchronization there, and Nana will fall. Really pull ahead. That F smash is going to do wonders as well as it takes the stock from Wobbles. And now Wobbles down to his final stock in game number 2.
Very nice neutral beat, but Wobbles answering right back. Still managing to give for the legend time to land that F smash.
We know the mantra. Oldest time, I'd say, at this point. But you just don't get grabbed.
Yes. It's so brutal.
So scary as well. Even there, he actually crossed him up with one of those wave dashes.
Yeah, and Nana was jabbing backwards. That was pretty crazy.
And I think that's one of those things, like right there, tried to cross up, and instead of going for the jab, trying to go for the grab that time. That was crazy. He doesn't get it, but he doesn't need it. He took 15%, I think, on that stock. It was either 15% or, no, it was 8% because he crouch canceled the initial, like 8%. Either way, amazing work from Wobbles. That was tricky, actually, for Lunchables. Made it seem like he was tunnel visioned on Nana. I guess that little tick on Popo.
Yeah, both players not really wanting to deal with this transformation.
Yeah, while the transformation's going on, we have a bit of an intermission. So what is each player aiming to do? What do they have to do to walk away with this game?
So Wobbles really just needs to land a grab. I mean, standardized climber stuff. If he does manage to push Marth off stage at all, which is going to be kind of difficult on this stage, but he should be able to seal the stock too. Lunchables Lunchables can do one of two things. He can aim to try and get rid of Nana, or he can just try and get a random tip F smash. And, okay, managed to get one on Nana. If that had been on, that might have been rough.
Very fortunate for Lunchables that the down smash sends him towards the left instead of the right. Still hanging onto the stock. Back at neutral here. And Lunchables trying to go for some of those pokes with those down tilts. Trying to break the zone. Gets the grab after the error from Wobbles. Wobbles coming back down with the fair. Actually, it's a bit of a fencing match at this point.
Wobbles gets the read on the double jump. Doesn't have the forward air connects.
Oh, rough spot for Wobbles. Down tilt snipes him away.
Oh, no, a little bit too early in the charge F smash.
Can he turn it around? Oh my god, the craziest of sequences there.
Oh, and
that's it. Wobbles resetting the bracket. Literally was on the edge of my seat during the sequence on the right side there. I was terrified. He could have gone either way there.
Yeah.
But Wobbles, this time it's Wobbles holding composure. It's not a surprise, I'd say, to see. Nobody knows me. Throw that. If you want to know, Wobble, real talk, Lunchables actually is not one of the X-Men. Right? It's not like hey, he
didn't just force power.
He didn't just force pull the water there. I threw that at him from the commentary desk, but yeah, we saw lots of composure, I think, from Lunchables in winners finals. But now we're seeing a bit of that composure actually from Wobble's part more than anything else. And he's going to need that composure, seeing as Nana's already out of the picture. Lunchables slicing and dicing away at Nana.
Yeah, no conversion on Nana herself, definitely. She's get hits once. No, I'm done. I'm out of here. Peace.
I'm done.
See you next time.
Yeah, the music is just too loud. I'm just not having the best night right now.
That guy's got a sword.
Oh my god.
But now she's back.
Yeah, now she's back. Ooh, what is he wearing? Is that a tiara?
Emeralds?
Oh man. This climbing under the influence, man. I love it, dude. Maybe we've dug it into the ground, but it's still cracking me up. But no jokes really to be said about the way that Lunchables is approaching this matchup, I'd say. In the first stock, we demonstrated that he's very proficient at closing out those climber stocks separately. And it's what I think has led him to go neck and neck with Wobbles at this point.
Interesting choice going for the Popo there instead of the Nana.
I agree. I feel like he honestly, I think that it might have been smarter to get the guaranteed kill on Nana instead, but that time, getting it, we have a similar situation, granted a touch more damage on Lunchables.
Nice short out the Wobbles for Lunchables there to call out the wave dash and down smash. Manages to pop up the stock, got a pretty clean two-stock lead. Ice Block actually stirring up the timing there, making it so Wobbles can't get the edge hog.
Wobbles not even going for the down smash that time, actually the F tilt. That's going to be the stock after Lunchables chose a bad time to use the counter. Still hanging on to this stock.
Oh, very nice whip punish.
That's what he needs to do. Marth is a character, has a great range, but those moves don't come out quickly in succession, I say, is the way to put it.
Yes.
So you got to get those whiff punishes on point. Wobbles knows this, but the way that Lunchables is just picking apart Nana right now is making it so hard for Wobbles to have this optimized punish game that we really know him to have.
Yeah, really difficult to get into the holes that Marth has in his attacks whenever your movement is this crisp.
Surprise up B. Not going to take the stock yet. Lunchables again garnering great positioning here. I'm very surprised that worked.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the point where Wobbles' option from the ledge has almost always been just wave dash onto stage immediately and, like, you know, put out hitboxes, try and grab. And Lunchables has been stuffing that a lot. So yeah, it looks like he's trying a little bit of different stuff to try and circumvent that.
He's going to need the mix-ups down to his last stock in the first game of this second set.
Okay, there we go. Oh, gets the reverse forward smash.
Lunchables just out of range there. Wobbles able to wave dash back and grab that ledge in time. Already at work trying to cut up these ices.
Okay, nice meteor. Wow, gets the grab afterwards, even after the whip jabs.
Oh, and that's rough for Wobbles. Definitely a bit of an executional error. I think he's hoping to wave land on the platform itself and come in with some kind of attack.
Nice punish on the hit on Nana.
What an F smash!
Spacing on that F smash, perfectly executed.
Like pixel perfect. Like. And now Wobbles, a game away from elimination. Actually, taking second place at this tournament. This is something that I think is insane to me because you know we talk about Marth mains and obviously Arc comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
Arc versus Wobbles. I've seen that matchup so many times on the stage, and it feels like Arc gets close, but if he's been able to take an entire grand finals from Wobbles, it's like maybe happened once or twice at most, if ever.
Yeah, Wobbles definitely having the the advantage in their sets taken. And so yeah, it is interesting seeing another Marth come in and do what Arc usually does not do. Especially with the play, since Lunchables doesn't practice this game a whole bunch. He's not like an avid player of Melee. He just kind of like, I don't know if he's been playing it more recently. It is very possible, but
Wobbles definitely has the advantage from an experience standpoint, but Lunchables' fundamental understanding of Smash, I think, is what's making this such a tough match. Wobbles with an SD there. Oh, that's heartbreaking. The veteran has to find a way to keep composure at this point, more than anything else.
Okay, nice forward there, calling out the short hop from Lunchables. Ooh, smashing a little bit too early, gonna get grabbed for a punish, but Wobbles doesn't really get too much off of it.
Another grab. Both players just really looking for these initial pokes.
Oh,
there it is.
The spacing.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
And yeah, despite the little bit of flubs here and there, Wobbles bringing it back to even. But I think that is going to be the end of Nana.
This is rough, but we've seen him in this position. His objective here, though, more likely than anything, is just to get as much damage as he possibly can. So whenever Nana comes back into play, he can be in a great position. But maybe he just wants to take the stock outright instead.
That works too, yeah.
That was a crazy turn of events. I suppose one good SD deserves another.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tricky side B, but pretty hard for Marth to miss, honestly, with that big old sword. Not really threatening hitboxes from Ice Climbers. Barely just making it on the stage.
And last stock. Wobbles needs this stock to stay in the tournament and try to fight for first place.
Flavor Wobble there, just a little bit extra damage.
You heard Lunchables mashing furiously.
Yeah.
Knowing how critical it is to get out of those grab sequences. 71%, 74 and counting.
Yeah, one good grab here with Nana still safe. Oh, very likely be the end of the stock.
If Nana hadn't had that shield up at that
Whoa,
one moment.
Down air re-grab.
Oh, man. This is the Wobbles that we know. That's the Wobbles we know. Game 3 of this second set.
Yeah, despite the SDs, Wobbles still coming back. An SD of Lunchables, you know, of his own. So
yeah,
certainly helped things along.
But I mean, still, just what a threat, and what a statement as well, really, from Wobbles. I mean, I looked at Grand Finals Set 2 Game 1, and I was like, wow, this is okay. You just make Gotenks happen. It's looking very scary. And Wobbles unfazed, calm under pressure. He definitely has, I think, a lot more. I feel like he has more from not losing this set than Lunchables has from winning this set. Which sounds very strange, but there's definitely like points to be made.
A bit of a flub from Lunchables, but I think the movement that Wobbles had done there would have added the invulnerable. He probably was going to get edge regardless.
Down tilt, looking for the F smash, but again Wobbles. Just those slight little things that he does with his recovery. It makes it so that Marth players feel so confident they're going to get the tipper, and they're always just short.
They're going to seal the deal there. Nice little down air up air string. Yeah, that's, I feel, one of the differences between PM and Melee. Since Marth's down air has a little bit less landing lag, it's something that Marth's looking for a little bit more, you know, like grind out the conversions you can get from it.
Yeah, and we saw some of that actually from Lunchables this evening. He'll go for a lot of down airs as tech chase options, which is very interesting.
Yeah, not something you normally see from a Melee Marth player.
Lunchables gets a grab, but gets grabbed right back in retaliation.
Yeah, nice shield from Wobbles to block the attack, the hitbox that comes out whenever he throws Nana. Oh, and again.
Lunchables actually a bit on the defensive now. Knows he doesn't want to swing every time he's predicting the wave dash hit down smash. So we're seeing him choose defensive options as well. Smart. Actually, Nana somehow getting knocked away in that process as well. Percent difference for Lunchables, but he can very well convert this opportunity to a stock. But instead, it's Wobbles coming in with that wave dash down smash. Catches Lunchables completely off guard and takes away that stock. Lunchables answering right back with the F smash. Another F smash greets Wobbles as he tries to make it onto the stage. And the up tilt, it's not a high enough percentage even with this low ceiling.
Yeah, I wonder if those up smashes are supposed to be up tilts. If that's just a misinput on Lunchables. Yeah.
Oh, there's no misinputs there.
Yeah, no way to drift over the arc of that F smash. Nice little belt platform pressure by Wobbles. Using that to disrupt the dash dance.
Lots of uncontested damage so far from Wobbles, who's been playing it pretty projectile-based, I'd say, for the majority of this stock.
Yeah. Definitely, he's been having a bit of a hard time getting in on the sword, especially since Lunchables is playing a little bit more defensive in this game.
And it feels like we're seeing a bit of a shift in Wobble style as well. It's almost like now he's going more counter hit than he was in winners finals, for example. And I think that's letting him have some rewards, like he told him. Whoa, that was so smart!
Very nice turnaround, picking the exact moment where he thinks that Wobbles is going to come in to try and punish him for attacking Nana.
Tricky stuff, but another counter gets punished.
Yeah, very nice desync, getting the Nana grab.
And now we're at the last stock of our tournament. Could go either way, but Wobble's in a huge position to go and take things. 50%, 58. Let's get the dare. It's nice damage on both fighters. Smart that time. Hey, that was like one of the first few times we've seen him grab directly on Popo instead of Nana. Then he made it a little bit harder for Wobbles to get the punish. And so far, he's just setting up these walls with these fares, making it a bit difficult for Wobbles to find the approaches that he's looking for. 92 on Lunchables. It's getting very dangerous at this point. Carry spot. Holds onto the shield there. And he just rolled 3 times.
But that down smash.
Oh, man.
Finally seal the deal. Wobbles climbing back up through loser bracket. Lunchables giving him a very, very good run for his money.
Definitely. I feel like there's definitely like a little bit of fear, I'd say, for Lunchables at the end there. Like we saw him with all the rolls. He's just like, I just need to get out of this corner as quick as I possibly can.
Yeah.
But to no avail. Wobbles using that burst move, and he's just everywhere. You just can't escape, and there's a reason why he's the best in Texas, one of the best in the world. But again, huge props to Lunchables. He doesn't really even practice this game, and to come out and take Wobbles to the last game of that second set. Like, I mean, what more is there really to say?
There isn't really. There aren't like very many, if any, people in Texas that could say they can do that.
I don't know if there's many people